It was a brazen and cowardly act of terrorism, the killing of 26 innocent civilians, mostly tourists, in the serene valley of Pahalgam in India. The April 22nd massacre shocked the nation and once again brought to light the persistent threat that emanates from across the border, Pakistan. Now, India has responded and has done so with resolve, precision and power. In the early hours of May 7, the Indian Armed Forces executed Operation Sindoor, striking deep into Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, dismantling 9 major terror hubs. Newsweek South Asia brings you an in-depth report on this landmark counter-terror operation, a clear signal to the global community. India will not tolerate terrorism sponsored by the Pakistani state.
In a joint operation involving the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force, Operation Sindoor was launched in the wee hours of May 7th. Military intelligence confirmed the presence of multiple terrorist hubs linked to the April 22nd Pahalgam massacre. The strikes targeted 4 terror facilities deep inside Pakistan and 5 camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, each connected to long-running infiltration operations into Indian territory. In a post-strike statement, the army released a video on X with the message, "Justice is served." List of 9 terror facility locations in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir that were hit. Dozens of terrorists linked to banned terror outfits Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba and Hizbul Mujahideen were killed in the precision strikes. Briefing the media on Operation Sindoor, Indian government officials emphasized its strategic necessity. They stated that the Pahalgam attack was a deliberate attempt to derail the ongoing efforts to restore peace and normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir.
They murdered 26 people, including 1 national of Nepal, causing the largest number of civilian casualties in a terrorist attack in India since the 26 November 2008 attacks in Mumbai. The attack was clearly driven by the objective of undermining the normalcy returning to Jammu and Kashmir. In particular, it was designed to impact the mainstay of the economy, tourism, with a record 23 million tourists visiting the valley last year. The calculation, presumably, was that harming growth and development in the Union territory would help keep it backward and create fertile ground for continued cross-border terrorism from Pakistan.
Among the targets destroyed were the Jaish-e-Mohammed headquarters in Bahawalpur and Lashkar-e-Taiba's nerve center in Muridka, both long considered untouchable under Pakistan's protection. These groups have been tied to some of the deadliest terror attacks in India, including the 2001 Parliament attack, 2008 Mumbai attacks and the recent massacre in Pahalgam. The Indian military also confirmed direct hits on Hizbul Mujahideen facilities in Muzaffarabad and Kotli, striking at the backbone of the terror syndicate. These terror hubs have served as the launchpads for decades of cross-border terrorism, shielded by Pakistan's military intelligence establishment under the guise of non-state actors. In what is being seen as a major blow to Pakistan-based terror networks, Jaish-e-Mohammed released a statement claiming 10 family members of terrorist Masood Azhar have been killed in India's airstrikes in Bahawalpur. Pakistan media had reported 14 people were killed in his house. The targeted strikes, which eliminated several high-ranking terrorists, were not the result of chance. They were the outcome of meticulous intelligence gathering, real-time surveillance, and precise, coordinated targeting.
Total efficiency has been shown, and you can imagine if they had to strike at 1 o'clock, what time would they have started? How they would have started? All this thing has to be kept in mind. You have to imagine. And that is how many agencies come in, including the ground engineers, including the armament loaders, including the, of course, pilots who fly. That's a different thing. Or they're already there. Then everything, then the radar controllers who are controlling them, the air-to-air refueler, if it was required. All these things come into picture. Or AWAC in the thing, which is giving them guidance from the sky through radar. All these agencies which have worked, I personally feel, and of course our political bodies which gave the decision, tremendous job. So we must congratulate them.
Operation Sindoor stunned the Pakistani establishment. Mistaking India's preparations as routine defense drills, Pakistani radar and surveillance systems failed to detect the Indian strike teams. The precision and scale of Operation Sindoor drew praise from strategic and defense circles across the country.
It has been a pinpoint operation, absolutely marvelously executed. Kudos to the Prime Minister, starting from the Prime Minister to all the people involved and to the armed forces who have done a superb job.
Whoever was there in the camp includes madrasas, camp includes training areas, camp includes living quarters. So precision strikes have been done with the help of missiles, and mostly Scalp missile name is coming up. And these missiles have been launched from various kinds of platforms. And what you have to understand is that the strikes have been successful. Whoever is there inside, they have been killed. So to that extent, we have taken a revenge of what happened in Pahalgam.
As Indian warheads struck terror targets, New Delhi activated its diplomatic channels, briefing key allies including the US, UK, UAE, Russia, and Saudi Arabia. While the UN and countries like China and UAE called for restraint, not a single major power condemned India's actions. Instead, countries like Israel openly supported New Delhi's right to self-defense, emphasizing the need to bring perpetrators of the Pahalgam attack to justice.
India has the right to self-defense. I think it's a very clear message from India to the rest of the world, definitely from your friend Israel. This is something which is essential to send a message to the terrorists. That was an action of self-defense, and I'm very proud of this operation.
The origins of Operation Sindoor lie in one of the most gruesome terror attacks in recent memory. On April 22nd, 4 Pakistani terrorists affiliated with the Resistance Front, a proxy of Lashkar-e-Taiba, opened fire on unarmed tourists in the Baisaran Valley of Pahalgam. 26 civilians were murdered in cold blood. As per South Asia Terrorism Portal, TRF emerged in the aftermath of Article 370's revocation. It operates largely online from Karachi, spreading propaganda, radicalizing youth and recruiting operatives via platforms like Telegram, WhatsApp and Facebook. Despite international pressure, Pakistan continues to operate as a patron state for terrorism, harboring global terrorists like Masood Azhar and Hafiz Saeed, funding radicalization through madrasas, and training armed jihadists under the watch of its intelligence services. Operation Sindoor has unmasked the myth of Pakistani victimhood. It has exposed Islamabad's duplicity, one where they cry peace in New York and harbor terrorists in Bahawalpur.
It's a matter of joke that Pakistan has been denying even at United Nations. It has been denied that it doesn't have any terror camps. And on top of it, Pakistan claims that it is a victim of terrorism. So all these, the whole world knows that all these things are lies, and Pakistan is a terror harboring nation.